Matt from EduCrew here again, and today we'd like to talk about adding mods to your MinecraftEDU installation. If you're not familiar, mods are basically small programs that add on top of Minecraft to add additional functionality or new things to the game. There are a couple ways to do that in MinecraftEDU. So let's start up the launcher real quick, and you'll see a button called Mods on the bottom. When we click on that, you'll get a new window, excuse me, with a couple different options in it. So if we had some mods installed, they would show up in this light blue box right here. And you'll see that you have two types of mods. They are client mods and server mods. Okay. And you have a couple different ways of installing them. So the first one I'm going to show you is the online mod method. Okay, when we click the online mod method, you'll see a list of a few mods here, and if you're not sure what each one is, you can go online and figure out what they are, or they have some tips right here that do a basic description. The ones on the top of the list that say compatible are ones that have been tested pretty thoroughly and should work without any problems. These ones that say experimental probably should work, but you can use at your own risk. So easy way to do this is just click on one. Let's say custom NPCs. There is a small little bug that's going to be fixed soon, I think, that it doesn't highlight the name at this time. Some of the older versions actually do. So we'll work with the devs on fixing that. And then hit download. So you'll see it starts to download. And that's actually downloading right into the right folders for you. And so now when we go back, you'll see it's now in my list for the client mod section. And if we click on server, it's also there. Okay, because that's needed in both the server and each player's client. Alright, so now we have custom NPCs loaded in, and it's actually available to us in the game. You can see how that looks in the folder where it's stored, and you'll see where that's located. And we'll look at this in depth in a little bit here. That's just a jar file that's put right into the mods slash 1.7.10 folder. So if we, I'll show it to you in a sec. So the next way to do this would be to import a mod. So if you've already got one saved on your computer, you can just hit import from computer and then browse for the file that you've saved somewhere else, and we'll talk about that in a second. Or you could import from the internet if you have the URL to download the mod from someplace else. You could just paste it in here and that would work. Okay, and then select whether it's just a client mod or if it's both client and server. Alright, or just server. Most mods that you're going to find are going to go on to both client and server. Okay, so if you ever put in a mod and it's just not working, check to make sure that it's either in both, or sometimes certain mods will have to be in just one or the other. Alright, so we're going to close that up and move on to the next way of actually getting mods, and that would be basically doing it manually. So I'm going to close this up. And a good place to look for mods that we've found is a site called ModList, which actually lists a whole lot of different mods that you can choose from. Keep in mind that you should be looking for mods that fit your particular version of Minecraft. In this case, I'm using 1.7.10. Okay, you may be on 1.6.4. Alright, so let's look at the list of mods that this particular site has. This is certainly not a comprehensive list. There are hundreds or thousands of mods out there, but this is a really good list. But also keep in mind that this is just a list with links to other places, so you still need to be careful of where you're going and what you're downloading. I certainly don't by any means guarantee any of these will actually work, or that any of these don't come along with maybe some unwanted software or anything like that that you might download inadvertently. So keep that in mind and be careful. So basically this lists in alphabetical order a whole bunch of mods that you can do. If you have something in mind, just do a search and say, is there a mod for that? And usually you'll find one. These all have little descriptions and also these little tags that list compatibilities or things that also need to be installed with them. MinecraftEDU comes with Forge installed. Forge is the mod basis, basically, that the mods are built on. It's kind of like the outline or framework of the mod. So we can go through and pick anything we want. I'll try to pick something that maybe I've used before. Let's see. This one right here, this Santa's Decor. If you're doing a holiday theme or something like this just adds some additional blocks and things like that. So if I was going to load that up, see it goes to an outside site from that mod list, so you have to be careful of where it goes. In this case, there's a download button here, and we can just download that in. My computer says, are you sure you want to do that? Yep, I'm going to do that. Okay, so that's now stored in my downloads, and we can go there, and let's see, where'd we go? My long list of things here. Oops. Santa's Decor. Okay, so I'm going to make a copy of that, and then go back to my MinecraftEDU folder. Now this is going to go into two places. Like I said, there's a server side and the client side. The server side, you can go to Server Tool, and then Server, and then a folder called Mods, and then inside 1.7.10, see we already have our custom NPC mod that we just put in there a few seconds ago. Now I'm going to paste in the mod for Santa's Decor. Okay, now that's in the server side. Now if I go back into the regular Minecraft folder, I'm also going to put that in the client side, which is in the Minecraft folder. It also has a mods folder and a 1.7.10 folder. And you'll see our custom NPCs. We'll paste that into there as well. Okay, so now that mod is installed for both. And that's basically what the automatic thing does as well. It just puts those files in the correct places. Okay, so these are the places that you would need to take care of when you are installing your own mods manually. So it's just as simple as copying and pasting the folder or the files into the right places. Alright, so we can see what that looks like when we run that. We'll start it up, and we'll start up a server. This will take a second. We'll create a new world. We don't need anything special, so we'll load that up. And let's go back and start up the client. And we'll do that. Now, I'm doing this on MinecraftEDU's 1.7.10 build 15. I know in the near future we'll be updating the version of Forge that's going in. So there will be some more playability for certain mods that don't work now with the current version of Forge, but will work with the newer version. The newer version will be the latest update to Forge, so everything should work. Well, not everything, but most things should work. So, but keep in mind, all mods are basically use at your own risk. They aren't authorized by anybody. They're basically made by community members. So there's no guarantees of anything. But things that do work tend to work well. So, alright, so is my server running? Yes, it is. Now we'll get in the world and see what kind of changes have been made. And we'll go into multiplayer, click on our server, and let's make a big screen to see things. Alright, so we're logged in as a teacher. I'm going to switch to creative mode so I can see all my inventory. And if we open this up, I don't see anything different here, but if we go to the next page, you'll see we have extra tabs here. Normally we just have 2 tabs, and now we have a Santa's Decor tab, which we look and we have all kinds of new blocks, pink logs and things like that. We also have custom NPC tabs for tools and blocks for them, so things like chairs and things are now available. So we can put down our pink blocks, we can put a chair on top of it, and we are good to go. So, hope you enjoyed. That is about it for adding mods to MinecraftEDU. If you have questions, please make sure to let us know in the Minecraft Teachers Google group or in a comment to this video. Thanks for watching.